Joining me now is News Corp columnist Angela Mollard. Angela, great to be with you. Thank you for joining me. Look, I want to start with Jay-Z because he has made quite a surprise appearance, a rare appearance at that, with his wife Beyonce and their daughter Blue Ivy Carter on the red carpet. This was for the Mufasa premiere. But this was only a couple of days after allegations of rape against him emerged. It's alleged he raped a 13-year-old with P Diddy back in 2000, a claim which he denies. Were you surprised that they put on this united front so soon after these allegations were revealed?
Very much so, because he knows that this will drive commentary. Look, they have employed a damage limitation specialist, and Beyonce and he together are driving against this allegation really firmly. He's made a number of statements, including that he was blackmailed by the lawyer of this woman. The lawyer, of course, came back and said, we didn't ask for a cent of money, we just wanted some mediation around it. But you have to remember that Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are an empire. They are at the top of the entertainment establishment in America. They're friends with the Obamas. They, of course, have met Kofi Annan, their former UN Secretary General. They are at the top elite of American entertainment. So for this to come out, this is a different sort of, stratosphere of fame among the rap community. I mean, we always know that the rap community, there's the bad boys in it. And of course, Jay-Z came from Brooklyn, where he was a small-time crack dealer, but he's regarded and sees himself very much as a, untouchable. And now, of course, this allegation is against him. He's certainly coming out hard and fast. They made the comment that they wanted to support their daughter at the event. Of course, she stars in this movie, but it seems to be the optics on it are so much greater than that.
They're so much greater. You're right. They are at the top of the empire, really, when it comes to the entertainment world. So watching this with great interest, that's for sure. Now, look, let's move on to the royals. Donald Trump, he's made a bit of a confession about a chat that he had with Prince William when the pair met the other day. And he said that the prince confided in him about King Charles and Princess Kate's ongoing health battles, of course, a diagnosis with cancer. Now, he said, I asked him about his wife and he said she's doing well. I asked him about his father and his father is fighting very hard. He loves his father, he loves his wife. It's sad. Angela, this seems to be the first time we've been given a real glimpse as to how bad the situation is.
Yeah, I think this is really significant what Trump's come out and said. Look, we could say it could have had some Trump top spin. He loves a bit of top spin on things. But I don't think he wants to damage his reputation and relationship with the royal family, who we know he adores, by giving it any extra emphasis. So I think that there's every likelihood that this has been accurately reported, in which case what it suggests to me is that the king isn't particularly well. He could be more sick than we think. He could be fighting this ongoing battle. Well, of course, we know that Catherine's cancer treatment has finished because she told us it has, but there's been no indication that the King's cancer treatment has finished. So I think this is the very first time we've got any kind of idea from anyone of status that this might be a harder battle than we first anticipated for the King.
Yeah, and they're notoriously private. We've never known anything about it, so to hear this, it is quite jarring. Now, Angela, Queen Camilla's son, this is Tom Parker Bowles, he will be attending his very first royal Christmas this year, but meanwhile the King has excluded his own son Harry and wife Meghan. So another year without Harry and Meghan. No surprises there.
Oh, look, it's interesting, isn't it? We're 5 years after Megxit and everybody's looking at, has this worked? And on some levels it's worked. They've got a bit more freedom, that sort of thing. But he doesn't have a relationship with his father at a time when his father is sick. He doesn't have a relationship with his sister-in-law at a time that she was sick. His children are now 5 and 3. This is the age that Harry will remember what it was like to be around family. He, of course, doesn't have extended family with Meghan because she doesn't talk to half of her family, well, most of them. So the royal family, this will be, as much as Harry and Meghan try to sort of spin the dialogue on this, that they love their freedom and that, we just saw that the last week. The fact is, this will be a time that concentrates his mind, that he is very much on the outer of the family. As to the point about Tom Parker Bowles, I think this very much suggests, as we were just talking about, that the King's health could be worse than we think. The fact that Tom has said he's going to Christmas, in the past, he's usually spent it with his sister. Camilla, sometimes in the afternoon, has driven from San cantering him down to London to spend it with her children and grandchildren. But this year, she's made this plaintive approach to her son, saying, please come for Christmas. Now, that suggests to me there's a reason behind that. I want you here this year. It could be that it's just been a tricky year. She's, of course, just got over pneumonia. The King's been sick. But it also might speak a lot more to what might be going on behind the scenes for this family and their need to make sure that extended family are gathered together.